Merry Christmas! No, it's July. I am doing another Christmas in July video, which is a part of the 4th Friday Challenge. It is hosted by Lisa from Our Grey House and Sarah from Jujubee DIY. Message any one of these hosts and they will gladly add you into the challenge so you can participate every 4th Friday of the month. It's pretty simple. You just need 2 to 5 projects that go with the theme, and away we go. My name is Tammy. This is lamascreationsdiy. Let's start crafting. So I'm taking this old frame with a picture in it. It was all falling apart. It is kind of like a plastic frame, but I thought, hey, we could try and do something with it. I'm going to take out all those little nails that held in the glass and the frame, the glass to the frame. And then I was trying to take this little piece of paper off, and after I took it off, there's a nice hanger underneath. Why would they cover a hanger? I don't know. I'm confused. Taking some Eileen's tacky glue and some hot glue, we're going to try and repair this frame and glue it all back together. Matching it in the best as I can. If you hear noises in the background, my kids are home. It's summer break. They're fighting, they're screaming, they're yelling, they're being boys. Now, using some of the big jumbo popsicle sticks, I'm going to cut them in pieces, and on every corner, I glue one to each corner for extra support. I'm going to paint the frame with my home decor chalk paint in Adirondack. Yep, Adirondack. And then using some red, I'm going to dry brush around the edge because it had this cute little detail. And then all the way around on the outside of the frame. This is the backing to the frame. Pretty plain. What I'm going to do is paint it with my sheepskin home decor chalk paint, the entire thing. Found this Christmas scrapbooking paper in my stash. I'm going to measure out, I think it's about 1 inch, and I go all the way around, draw a line. I was a little crooked on that one, and then I cut them out with my scissors. If you hear that singing in the background, that's my oldest son. Using some Mod Podge, I'm going to Mod Podge all around the edges this paper that I cut out. Piecing it together where I need to go, using my scissors to cut it off. And I continue all the way around the edge. He's quite the singer, isn't he? If you can hear him. And I just continue going all the way around the edge. I thought I edited that out, but I guess not. Using some more Mod Podge, I'm just going to Mod Podge over top, just to make sure it all stays nice and secure. Using some words and some images that I printed off of my computer, I'm going to tape them down just with some painter's tape. You can use any tape. Slide some carbon paper underneath, and using a pen or a pencil, I'm going to trace over my words, transferring my image onto my board. You can do this with a Cricut. You can do this freehand. You can take the piece of paper, scribble on it on the back with a pencil, and transfer it that way. I like this way. Now that everything's transferred, I'm going to go over the words with the white. And then after I did that, I really didn't like it. But I just continue all the way through until that's done. And then using a red, I'm going to go inside that white and bring out those words a little better. Because of course with the white you cannot see. I also printed off these little candy canes. I'm going to Mod Podge that into the middle. Smoothing it down with my finger and Mod Podging on top, making sure it sticks. And then I went over the entire thing with a red paint marker because I still didn't like it. Putting everything together, we're going to glue in the glass on top of the frame. In the frame, not on top. Going to glue in the backing. It already has a hanger. We're going to paint the backing with the same white that I used on the outside because I wanted to finish up the backing. And with that, it's done. Next project. I have these 2 empty cans. I can't remember what was in them, but they're just empty cans. And this is a dish placemat, I think. Measuring out the width of the can, I'm going to cut it down. And then I have also these red check bandanas, and I'm going to do the same thing. I take one can and I paint the top and the bottom black, because if they showed through, I wanted them to be black. And then I also paint one of them entirely because the bandana was a bit see-through, even though I have it folded over. Using my hot glue gun, I'm going to glue all the way around this fabric. And I'm also going to do the bandana on the other can as well. I have this little sack that says Merry and Bright. It was in my stash. I'm going to take it apart, cut off where I measured from the height of the can, and we're going to hot glue it on, right onto the front. Actually, that was the back, but I wanted to cover where the two pieces met, so now it's the front. I found some Christmas ribbon in my stash with snowflakes on it. We're going to wrap that around the top, just with some hot glue. And I think I do one on the bottom as well. Trimming it off with my scissors, hot gluing where I started. And here I'm showing you adding on the bandana. I folded it over so it was two pieces, and I just hot glue it all the way around. I thought I cut this out, edited it out, but I guess I didn't. This one I use the same ribbon and I go all the way around the center with it, just to give it a little extra pizzazz. Using that same ribbon, I'm just going to make a simple bow. Using hot glue to add it together, to hold it together. And we're going to glue it onto the can, trim the tails, add a little bell, and those are done. Next craft. I have this little frame in my stash. It's a wood frame. We're going to take it all apart, fold down all those little pieces there, and I'm going to paint it with, I think it's moss green by Folk Art. Ta-da, it's done. And then I dry brush it with some gold. If you hear them in the background, they are now outside with me, talking over in the yard. And it's quiet out here, so you can hear everything. I found the center on the back side and added a little hanger in, because it didn't have a hanger. And now we're ready to work on the other part. Found some more scrapbooking paper in my stash. I'm going to use the backing of the frame, trace it out, and then cut it out with my scissors. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget that like button, and don't forget that bell. If you're a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. I'm always so happy to see you here. Using my glue stick, I'm going to glue the piece of scrapbooking paper onto the backing, and then using some more words that I printed off my computer, I'm going to do the same technique, taping it down, adding in some carbon paper, and tracing over it with my pen. Again, you can do this freehand, you can do this with your Cricut, any way which you like, really. I really like doing it this way. Removing everything, you can barely see it, but I see it. And going over it with my fine tip black paint marker. Drawing in my stump. And I'm going to color that in with brown. Taking some gold ribbon, we're going to make a bow. And again, just using some hot glue to glue it together. And I'm going to glue that onto the top of the tree and add a cute little red bead filler thingy to it. And then we add some more bead filler stuff, red and gold, going down the tree, making it look like a tree. After that's done, we're going to replace it back into the frame Pull those little tabbies over to hold it all in, and this is done. And here they all are together. I love it. I would like to thank the ladies for hosting this challenge. I always have fun joining in. Trying to make things that go along with the theme is always fun. Like I said before, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like this video, and don't forget that little bell. If you're a returning subscriber, I truly appreciate you always coming back and supporting me. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!